Ha! Easy for you to say. You stole all this shit anyway.
You weren't so useless. You get some too.
Who's useless here, you muckball?
Muckball? You're the... You're down.
The going was good. Fidelis! What the hell is going on? He shot me! Who the fuck shot me?
Sucker! Ah! Rosa? Could you... Rosa!
I'm all yours. Ah! Ah!
At him quick! Kill him!
Show your stuff!
Do it!
You wanna try me?
Are you alright?
I am. For now. Are you all right, Henry? I think I hit one too.
You're a good shot. Capon and Kabianka wouldn't believe their eyes.
Thanks.
Is something wrong?
Someone's trying to break through the door.
Oh, damn it. I'll be there in a moment.
Be careful.
Load your crossbow, and if they get inside before I get there, shoot them.
I barricaded the door. I'm sure I can hold out for a while.
What a mess.
Show what you meant.
Or do I have to get an axe? I'll be nice to you.
What was that? Pray for a quick death, you bastard! That hit home!
Rosa? It's me.
Henry, are you all right?
I'm in one piece.
Are they gone? All of them?
Aye. It's over.
All right. I'll let you in. You can come in now.
So, here we are.
feel much like her.
Right.
That's true. You know, if everything, would you still
The lives
not to men
Don't worry.
or not at all?
Don't worry about the mess.
The mess is the last thing on my mind. It's all gone.
If our plans succeed and you're...
I try not to think about it.
Why? That's...
If you get the King's silver, my friend,
I won't let you go away.
is that so?
I'll even tell Sigismund.
That all sounds very...
You'll be all right.
My father would clap you in irons for that.
And for this.
Oh, it seems you know how a lady should be carried.
Where to, ma'am? I don't see any rivers, ditches, or puddles to cross.
Dami castitatem e continentiam, sed non lemoro. Forward, Sir Knight.
Oh, Christ. Oh, is it morning already? Zizka and the others will most likely be here by now. About...
What about...
I th-
Do you...
Well,
Nothing. I'm Lord Rutard's daughter. Our name still means a lot, despite all the trouble. When my pa is free and an opportunity presents itself,
has your father already picked a groom for you?
not yet. But I know how it goes. If I'm lucky, I'll marry a young nobleman and soon bear him a bunch of children. And if I'm really lucky, they'll find me some old man who will drop dead before we even leave the church.
I'll marry you then.
What?
If we can free your father, I could ask him for your hand in marriage, even under threat that he'll go back under lock and key if he refuses.
I don't think he'd allow Lord Ruthard's daughter and the bastard son of the Lord of Skalitz, who was driven out of his estate by Sigismund himself. That's not going to happen. Although, our plan may very well fail, and no one might survive. Why throw something nice away prematurely? You know,
Well, if that's... See, you're already here. How was the journey? Did you run into...
No, it actually went quite well. Brabant wouldn't shut up, though. Credit where credit's due. He really helped in Malishov. That hit to the gate came at just the right time. And we'd have dropped like flies if not for his men. But sometimes, I feel like letting something blow up next to my head, too. Just so as not to have to listen to him for a while. I'd be more interested in hearing what happened here yesterday. When we got here, it was like a pigsty.
Some local beggars set up a lair in here.
What about Rosa? Doesn't...
I'm lucky she was here with me. That shot fella in the courtyard, her handiwork.
Really? Nice. Anyway, I told the men to get rid of the bodies and clean up the place a little. Hope the lady won't mind.
Quite the contrary, I think.
How did it go with Vavak, anyway?
Well, after everything that happened, I didn't want to leave Rosa here by herself. I'll have to go and see him now.
I understand. But go and see him as soon as possible. We won't get...
How did you...
For a few years,
Wait.
we were fighting for...
I understand why Devil spared you.
If you say so. Yeah. One day,
Teach me.
it'll take...
Easy, easy. Nice and slow. Oh,
Gaping and clear off. No entry here.
those aren't Vavak's men. I smell trouble.
Are you going? Or would a kick in the arse? No entry. Hey, what the hell are you...
Master Vavak is busy.
What are you on about? I can clearly see you two aren't Vavak's men.
How could you possibly know?
Vavak's guards wear his crest. A golden five-petaled rose on a blue field. Come clean. Whose back are you watching? Some thieves?
No thieves. Christian of Pisek is visiting.
The steward of the Royal Mint.
Christian of Pisek? I know him.
Hey, should we... Why not let him go? He's alone. If anything happens, we... Please, come in.
Not a soul around. Very odd.
What the? Henry? How the hell did you get in here?
That pair watching the door let...
I might have known. One's an idiot, and the other a twit. I'll have to find...
What are you doing here?
I'm dealing with some trouble.
So I see.
In case you hadn't noticed, the lord of the house isn't here.
What?
Only a few days ago. He took the coin from his little secret operation, packed up quietly in the night, and went God knows where.
Did Vivek take the Mint Master's key with him?
Well, if he had any sense left, he'd leave it here.
Why's that?
No one will be looking for the coin from the secret enterprise. But if it turned out Vivek had disappeared with the treasury key, the whole court would be after him. Unfortunately, Vivek isn't that stupid.
What's to be done? Damn it. I wanted to talk to Vivek about it, but me and you are going to have to sort it out. The question is, whether I can trust you.
Excuse me? I took a big risk to help you last time, and you don't trust me all of a sudden?
Only this time the risk is even bigger.
Risk, you say? Nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. And I like gains. Talk to me then. It can't hurt to try. The worst that might happen...
All right. But your life depends on nobody finding out about this.
Ah, don't worry. My life was at stake last time, and we're both still here. So you can trust me.
I hope so. Me and a few others want to rob the treasury in the Italian court.
What? My word! I was bracing myself for anything but this! Have you lost your mind?
Calm down, for God's sake. I know how it sounds, but we've got a good reason and a good plan. Believe me, we just need a little help getting inside. That's what I need Vivek for. But he's not here now.
I hardly think the dirt we have on him would be enough to make Vivek do something as crazy as that. Well, it's true. I owe you. For keeping your lips sealed. But this is a bloody dangerous business. What do I get out of it if I help you?
Think about it. Vivek's gone, and if we succeed, Sigismund won't have any coin to pay his army. He'll go back to Hungary without appointing a new mint master. That will be your chance.
I can't deny it. You know how to sweet-talk a fellow. All right? Let's say I'll help you. But there's one thing we have to be clear about. If it all goes wrong and the slightest shadow of suspicion falls on me, I'll spill the beans about the secret mint. And I'll blame it all on you. You know a lot, and you'll happily confess in the torture chamber.
Well,
I'm glad we understand each other.
we'll get into the church council meeting as the legate's retinue.
The legates? What do you mean?
We'll make it nice and clear to the Cardinal that he'd be wise to cooperate with us. And while he's gabbing on in the meeting, we'll get to work in the guise of retinue.
For Christ's sake! Do you really think nobody will recognize you?
Most people here have never even heard Italian anyway.
Except Giuseppe, our captain of the guard. He's as Italian as Terza Rima. And for weeks, he's been going on about nothing else but having the opportunity to talk to a compatriot.
In any case, it'd be wise to have someone at the meeting who can make sure the legate doesn't do anything stupid. We'll be keeping an eye on him, of course, but it'd be better to have a local on hand as well. And that would be your job.
Well, how can... If you manage to get to Cardinal Pozzo and persuade him to help you, take you with him to the Italian court, not give anything away, and lastly, make it through the entire council without shitting himself, I'll walk barefoot to Rome myself.
Yeah, very droll. So will you help us or not?
I can turn a blind eye to someone sneaking around the courtyard, or reassure anyone at the council who notices something is off. But don't expect anything more. And what will your lot do in the meantime?
We'll free all the lords held captive at the...
I couldn't help you with that even if I wanted to. And I'd advise you to give up on that. Getting the silver alone. Anything else?
Some of them will...
Clever. There's a whole labyrinth under the Italian court. But breaking through will take a lot of effort. And after that?
That's all you need to know. We just need you at the council.
Very well then.
Now I just need to find Vavak's kid.
No, the only thing I found Vavak left is this letter. Here. And Henry, don't forget, I'll help you. But I can't afford to be...
Count on me.
Save the thanks, and let me get... Wine, bacon, lard, 5 dozen eggs. That's not it. Hermes Trismegistos. Who the hell is that? Wine, bacon, lard, 5 dozen eggs. That's not it. Wine, bacon, lard, 5 dozen eggs. That's not it.
Well, that really is disgusting. Fuck you, Vavak, wherever you are. Easy, good horse.
Ah, the scent of a new day.
Seems someone had a good night.
There's nothing better than a good kip. Well, except for drinking. And wenches. And well, a bit of everything, actually.
I was at the Mint Master.
Hold on. Everybody should be here. Well, how did it go? Do you have the key?
Aye, I've got it. But it stinks a bit.
Quel puanteur! Put it away unless you want to see my breakfast.
And what about the Mint Master? Will he help us out?
Vavat got out of the town. But in his house, I met Christian of Pisek, the steward of the Italian court. He promised to help us if we get in a tight spot.
Can we trust him?
I think so. He owes me. But he's afraid they'd know if he was involved.
Did he tell you anything interesting?
The commander of the Italian court is a native Italian. If we're going to be convincing, we'll have to be damn cautious and hope the legate doesn't say anything he shouldn't. Let's pray Godwin can keep it under control.
I'm not one to boast, you know, but few people can match my gift for languages. It would be a sin not to use it. Sono un buon gustaio. Le donne qui sono bellissime. E il vino è delizioso.
Forget it. That face of yours is known all over town. You'll stand at the back and try to be invisible.
But Godwin could surely benefit from some Italian lessons.
I would rather teach a horse the basse danse.
When he heard what we were up to, he said,
Maybe we should,
This fella. If we could snatch von Bergau's fucking cannon, this'll be a piece of cake.
That's all he told me.
Let's get to the point. We must have everything ready before Catherine returns, especially the way through to the court.
I should say so. If I'm going to send my men, I have to know exactly where the way through is to be made.
That'll be your job, Henry. And Brabant's going with you.
Excuse-moi? Why should I?
Because you've been telling us you know the Kuttenberg underground like the back of your hand.
And I do, but not firsthand. Only from mind maps and drawings. Nobody will let men of my standing enter those moldy shafts.
What exactly are we supposed to do in that?
Get as far as you can and mark the spot where Brabant's men will start digging.
I see. Why do I feel like that sounds a bit too easy?
Well, we have no idea what's really down there, so you...
Come now. Surely you do not mean...
Brutard's daughter will tell you more. She came up with this part of the plan.
Where are the others, anyway?
They heard there was work to be done, so...
Did you do the work of 3, eh? At least with your mouth.
If Brabant doesn't want to go into the tunnels, I'll...
With Ruthard's daughter, eh? One night...
I meant with somebody like Sam. He knows his way around the town underground too.
Oui. That is a good idea.
Why not? Maybe the cold down there will cool his hot head.
What will you lot do in the meantime?
We'll be doing the planning. We've got to bring those captured Italians to the devil. They'll just sit tight till we give them back their legate, and then we'll let...
The main thing is keeping Godwin away from the booze. Or we'll have no way of talking to the gents from Rome.
I'm going to go explore the underground passages that lead to the Italian court.
What exactly would you like?
Where exactly are the tunnels?
They run under most of Italian Street. Some are remnants of the original mine gallery, but other parts are much more recent. So far, only the section from Ruthard Palace to the crypt under the church is accessible.
Well, the church is quite a long way from the court. If the tunnel has collapsed anywhere, we're out of luck.
Right. But the tunnels were checked properly before they started building the church. If some part collapsed, we'd be the first to know.
Tell me more about this
It's been abandoned for years, but we could use it. According to the drawings, it's very close to the court cellars. Christian of Pisek confirmed it.
That's a very strange coincidence.
My father said King Wenceslas had long suspected he had enemies among his own ranks. Maybe he had an escape route built. He just didn't finish it in time.
What was the tunnel to the crypt used for?
It's a safe route for anyone who wants to disappear undetected.
Has anyone ever used it?
No one that I know of. The servants used it to dispose of waste.
Waste?
It leads from the kitchen, so I'm sure...
Oh, wonderful. What exactly am I supposed to be looking for down there?
We need to find and mark the point where the crypt wall joins with the tunnel. When we break through the wall, only a thin partition will be between us and the cellars of the Italian court.
But how will I know I've found the right place?
You can tell if there's a cavity behind the wall by the sound it makes. The gallery is also damp, so the spot might be a different colour.
So, I'll be knocking on the walls in the dark and looking to see if any is a different shade.
Well, yeah.
Thanks for the advice.
Be careful.
I'll do my best. Whoa! Whoa! Slowly. Nice and slow. Go! Quick! Ka! Ka! Slowly. Nice and slow.
Are you?
Whoa! It appears we're supposed to go and mark...
I thought you were going with Brabant. Perhaps he was afraid to soil that fancy coat of his.
Or he was just... Well, in the kitchen.
That's a promising... The nerve of Žižka and Dry Devil. I give them coin, and they send me to wade through shit. Stay close. The path might branch off somewhere. We would not want you to get lost.
Has that ever happened to you? Getting lost underground?
Some older boys dragged me into a mine once, and I got lost. I did not find my way out until the night. When Mame saw me, she nearly killed me. If I'd keep breathing this air for much longer, I'd be sick. Well, well, well. Somebody stashed some shunt down here.
You to say. I don't want my fingers getting stuck inside. So don't be an idiot. Try a little harder.
Never mind. Better come along.
Jesus Christ, protect me! Aha!
What's that? What are you doing? That thing's aimed right at me!
Oi, that sounds different. We have it.
But if you'd like to stretch your back or think back on Trotsky, I'm certain you could find a suitable branch.
Sam and I walked through the cellar as far as we could and marked the spot where we should dig.
Well done. Brabant has found some men in the meantime. He may refuse to go down tunnels, but he does have his uses. Considering how much coin he promised them all, I reckon they'll do everything they can to make sure we get out alive. Oh, and while we're on the subject, take this. You've done a lot of good work. You deserve it.
What now then? Have you come up with a way to get to the legate and persuade him to take us to the Italian court?
I should say so. Hey, listen up, all of you. You're done for today, but get plenty of sleep. We'll chase you from your beds early in the morning.
Oh, is that really necessary?
It is. We'll be riding to Lorette's.
Cardinal Pozzo goes to bed with the chickens and gets up before the crack of dawn. After the morning prayer, he eats breakfast together with his retinue, and no one is allowed to disturb them. Most regular folks are asleep at that time, so everything should be nice and quiet when you pay him a visit.
If we don't persuade him to get us into the Italian court, we're fucked. So don't do anything stupid, right?
Should we be prepared for...
That shouldn't be necessary. Godwin insisted he'll sort things out peacefully with the Cardinal. I reckon. And while Godwin's persuading His Eminence to put on a show with us at the Italian court, the Devil, Janosch, Kubienka, and Ada will take his retinue away to the Devil's Den.
Hagen and Urso will be waiting for us there to keep them under guard.
So what exactly...
Like I said, stand beside Godwin looking mean. With a bit of luck, that'll be enough.
Exactly. No killing.
Is everyone going there?
Everyone except Capon, Brabant, Catherine, and Rosa.
What? Am I just supposed to sit on my ass with the women?
At least you'll get your beauty sleep. That's what you wanted, isn't it?
It's true we shouldn't leave this place unwatched.
Too fucking right. And don't you worry, Lord Capon. If anyone tries to get inside, Catherine will protect you.
Keep your jokes to yourself, Tosspot.
You took the words right out of my mouth.
Oh, come on. Lighten up a bit, eh?
All right. Let's get to work.
Report to me tomorrow morning, is that clear?
I was hoping you'd be coming with us in the morning. That's a shame.
Don't get me started on that. It can't still be dangerous for me, can it? I mean, it's been some time since our escape from Malashov. And von Bergov is locked up in Sukdol. Well, at least I'll get a good night's sleep.
Just you wait.
True enough. But I'd still rather go with you. The only entertainment I have here is looking at the pretty girls and listening to Brabant, both of which can be entertaining, of course.
I'll trade places with you.
Oh? What's the matter?
No. But I don't want to leave Rosa and
Well, well.
Maybe.
So, that nut... My God! You rotting stag! It's a wonder you didn't bring the whole house down.
Can't you yell any louder? Some people at the other end of town might not have heard you.
Don't worry, I'll be as silent as the grave. Spill it. Exaggerate.
All right. I slept with her.
The question is, was she happy? She's at...
Well, she wasn't complaining.
Did she scream? Cry?
No, nothing like that. She just seemed to know what she was doing. Like it wasn't the first time.
What did you expect? That she was saving her cherry for some knobhead from Skalitz?
No, but...
My friend, a pretty young lady in a big town. I'm surprised Ruthard doesn't keep her locked up in his cellar.
How's your eye? Is it healing well?
A few days following your treatment, I thought I'd pluck it out of my...
How are you looking forward to parleying with the legate? Have you brushed up on your Italian?
It's an uphill struggle, son. I practiced with Brabant, but my memory's not what it used to be. Fortunately, not many speak Italian around here. So at the court, I can bray like a donkey, wave my arms a bit, and no one will be any the wiser.
Christian of Pisek says the guards at the court are commanded by a native Italian. If he sees through our little ruse, that's the end for us.
You really know how to spoil a man's day, don't you?
Excuse me?
But what of it? Like a common soldier would have any business talking to a cardinal. In the worst case, I'll tell him to fuck off. I remember that much in Italian at least.
Can we go to Lorette's now?
I reckon it's too late now, eh? We have to leave before the crack of dawn tomorrow, while it's still dark, understand?
È buono il pollo, eminenza. Così così, eh? Il cibo da queste parti fa un po' cagare. Ma che diavolo? Come cazzo vi permettete? Eh?
Sit the fuck down.
Nos non... Oh, fuck. Nos non quer... Vos nos... Vos non vulnerabo. Nobis est petitio. No. Proposal. Ragazio. Ita. Ragazio.
Can you cut it short?
Fuck! Don't interrupt! Latin is tough when you're sober. Ah! Fucking hell!
Andiamo! Forza!
After them! They mustn't get away!
Stai attento! Più veloce!
Go! Quick!
Stai attento! Trzymaj się ich blisko, Henry! Spara! Uciekaj! Più veloce!
Go!
Ti ucciderò!
Quick! Quick!
Stai attento!
Quick!
Figlio di puttana!
Go! Go!
Figlio di...
Go! Quick!
Spara!
Go! Quick!
Stai attento! Spara!
Figlio di puttana!
Go!
Figlio di puttana!
Quick! Go! Quick! Quick! Go! Quick!
Figlio di puttana! Spara!
Quick!
Ti uccideranno! Oh!
Quick!
Per un pelo!
Go!
Aiuto!
Quick!
Aiuto!
Go!
Fate qualcosa!
Go!
Forza! Più veloce!
Quick!
Ti uccideranno!
Go!
Hey up, lad. Keeping all right, are you?
Well, do your best, don't you? That's all you can do, really, isn't it?
Guess in these times, no?
Yeah.
Not sure about this, though, eh? Who's keeping these roads?
Mm.
No one looks after them, you know.
My words exactly. I mean, no one gives a damn until some noble rides along, and then he's surprised.
Per amor di Dio, mi lascia in pace. Io sono un uomo di chiesa, capite? Non ho fatto nulla.
Non tempesco.
Misericordiosa Vergine Maria. Cosa fine Vergine Maria?
Curvato un gambe!
Aiuto!
Right, let's see him.
Nie chciał zamknąć gęby, to dostał. Nic mu nie jest lekko otumaniony. No przecież lekko dostał z bańki, no leciutko.
You've killed him.
No przecież nic mu nie zrobiłem.
You fucking killed him, you great Polish ox! You are going straight to hell for that.
Kurwa, do diabła, tylko nie to.
That's right, hell! And all those horned demons there will be taking turns with you. You just wait. They're gonna be fighting over your Polish arse.
Przecież nie chciałem, no! Boże, czemu dałeś mi tak tępy łeb?
Strip them before their clothes get even more soaked in blood. You can undress His Eminence here.
Me? Why?
Because you're the legate now.
Well, that didn't really work out. What are we going to do now?
You heard, didn't you? We'll get rid of the bodies, get Godwin dressed up, and hope his Legate Act fools the Church Council. It's too late to back out now.
Well, maybe it'll be better this way. I trust Godwin and...
Sure, I trust him too, but not so much.
Let's get out of...
Agreed.
Are you going back to Ruthar Palace?
Aye. We have to wash the clothes, get Godwin into them. We still have some time, so I have the feeling there won't be time for anything else once we get started.
I'll go with you.
Fine. But what I said stands.
All right.
Whoa!
Quick!
Whoa!
Go! Ka! Go! Ka! Quick!
Die! Go! Go! Go!
Ow! You almost ran me over.
Easy, good horse.
Jugs here, big and small. Wares. Slow down with it.
Easy, easy. Nice and slow.
Hallo? Bedienung?
Whoa! Easy, easy. Nice and slow. Whoa!
Servant, sir.
Oh, sorry.
You bonars! Ha!
Ours nice and round.
Monsignore, mi spiace, but you've got it on back to front.
Oh, shit. How the hell can anyone know how it should be? Fuck. Now I'll have to take off all these layers again.
I'm yanking your pizzle, Godwin. I mean, Vostra Eminenza. You've got it right.
I'd like to punch you in the face, but the way you look is punishment enough.
So says the man in lace and satin.
But it suits me, though, don't you think?
Bellissimo. Magnifico.
We just have to hope Godwin...
How are the preparations coming along?
We're done with the preparations. It's time to get to the task. The plan is simple. We split into two groups. One will go underground and wait till the other group, who'll disguise themselves as Italians, gives the sign where to dig.
Once we've tunneled in, we'll take care of the entire church council and carry off the silver from the court to Ruthard Palace.
Here, we'll load it onto the wagons and get it out of the city as quietly as we can.
Who will pose as the legate's retinue?
Godwin will pose as the cardinal, naturally. Janos Uher will accompany him to the council as his right-hand man. You, Capon, Brabant, and Ada will play the rest of the retinue.
Why us for?
Well, you're young, you look presentable, and, well, you'll be pretty...
Brabant will teach you some Italian. Janos is pretty good at it, but Ada will have to keep his mouth shut.
What should we...
First, you get rid of the guards, and then you clear the path for us. Meanwhile, Godwin and Janos will try to buy you as much time...
You have to keep in mind that those two buffoons at the council could blow our cover.
And at that point, things could get...
But how will we tunnel through to you from the court?
Well, there's bound to be minting tools lying all over the place. You could do it with a finger up your ass.
And once you get to us, we go and get Godwin? What?
We'll just lock them up. Having
As it always...
There's bound to be quite a banquet there, so they'll be all right for a while. And once they get out...
By then, we'll be all...
You forgot about rescuing the lords.
We didn't. But they're not our main concern.
Excuse me?
The silver is our main goal at the court. If everything goes well, we'll...
But if we make a mess of it in there, the lords will have to fend for themselves.
Rose has been insisting we rescue her father right from the start. That's the only reason...
There's already a good chance some of our men will die in there.
I promised Rosa we'd get Ruthard and the other...
Whoa! I've been known to promise a lot less for a fuck.
Shut up! You've no idea why I made that promise. How could you?
If you say so. But you know how it goes. Talk's cheap. And maybe your becker'll be enough to get her to forgive you for any disappointment.
I'll go and get ready.
Start with Brabant. Maybe...
Let's fight.
Look, I can't now.
Can you teach me something in it?
Mon Dieu, this is not something in Italian. I'm trying to convey to you the essence of the Italian tongue in a few sentences. Do you know what kind of a task this is? Herculean, mon ami. Herculean.
All right, then. I'll try not to...
But you have to take it seriously.
To dlatego, że gadasz jak...
It sounds like baby. Mama, pee pee, poo poo.
Very well. We will start with a greeting with Buonasera, signori. Good evening, gentlemen.
Buonasera, signori.
Buonasera, signori.
That will do. Eder?
Buonasera, signore.
Perfect! You meet some Italian. You make him bleed out of ears.
Next, You have to know how to say thank you. We will say that fairly often. Every time someone opens the door for us, or molte grazie. Thank you very much.
Molte grazie.
Molte grazie.
That will do. Eder?
Molte grazie.
If I didn't know, I think you want to eat me.
Zamknij ryj, albo odgryzę ci rękę.
If you are somewhere where you should not be and you get caught, you will need an explanation. You got lost? For example, scusi, mi sono perso. Excuse me, I'm lost.
Scusi, mi sono perso.
Scusi, mi sono perso.
That was very good.
Curva. I tried to fuck with him and he prized me instead.
What did you say, Janosch?
Nothing.
Scusi, mi sono perso.
That was pretty close. Fatta la legge, trovato l'ingano. Every law has a loophole.
Fatta la legge, trovato l'ingano.
Fatta la legge, trovato l'ingano.
Parfait.
Co to za brednie? Nie nauczę się tego gówna.
You know, that sounds like goat pissing on a drum.
Whatever you say, let us move on. O mangi la minestra, o salti dalla finestra. Either you eat the soup, or you jump out of the window.
O mangi la minestra, o salti dalla finestra.
O mangi la minestra, o salti dalla finestra. Ha!
Very nice.
To też jakieś duby smalone.
It is an expression. Loosely translated, it means play by the rules or don't play at all.
Ah, I like it more with the soup.
Jam, że jest Pola. Nie chcę udawać kogoś innego, zwłaszcza nie Woloszyna.
And one more phrase. Say proprio un bacala. You are a real salted cod.
Say proprio un bacala.
Say proprio un bacala.
Sam jesteś bakalarz, głąbie.
Excellent, Janosch. Almost perfect.
What does that actually mean?
It is another saying, a refined way of mocking someone. Well, I think we are finished. Any more? And you would get all mixed up. And if you are...
What are we going to do now?
Mamselle Rosa will give you some clothes to change into.
Could you teach me some...
Taken a liking to Italian, have you?
I'd like to...
Yes, sure. You want to?
Maybe. But I want her to understand, even...
Of course, mon ami. The charm of Italian is that it sounds beautiful.
If you say so.
La tua bellezza mi abbalia. I am dazzled by your beauty.
La tua bellezza mia abbalia. That could work. Thanks.
De rien. Bien sûr.
Where does the name...
That is simple. My compatriots call me that. One day, I shall tell you about my place. Or would you rather hear how...
How did you save the king of...
With Providence as my guide, mon ami. I came to the court from the field of battle to bring news of our victory. Because, and remember this, the bearer of good, but the king was in a bad mood and did not wish to be disturbed. Maybe I thought the news of our...
How could you tell him if he didn't want to be disturbed?
I climbed up to his balcony and into his chambers to surprise him. And lo and behold, the king was writhing and gasping on the floor, overcome by one of his fits. Wasting not a moment, I dashed over to him and unblocked his throat, thus saving his life. In return, the king bestowed on me the title of Échanson, or cupbearer, and over generous gift. Unfortunately, though, even the king's favor does not last forever.
What happened at court that led to you being out of favor?
Well, perhaps I shall tell you some other time.
Tell me what happened at court.
A major setback and a gross injustice, mon ami. It is an unhappy memory, because it was the first time that La Dame Chance abandoned me.
It's nothing to be ashamed of. We can all learn from our failures. And I bet even your failures make for great stories.
Oui, that is certainly true. Very well, then. I suffered a combination of misfortunes all at once. But bad luck in business and on a hunt were the worst of all.
You were in...
Of course. My birthplace gave me a... That is, until all the ships he bought off, but my advice was sound. I told him as...
A sea voyage from France to Africa?
A risk, perhaps. But a man must think big if he wants to achieve greatness.
Big-eyed storms, pirates, sea monsters, uncharted waters. You should have tried the Baltic trade route.
You are right. That would happen, but that is under Hanseatic control and Africa, mon ami. That is the land of opportunity. The Arabs just imagine sailing further and trading directly with African kings, cutting out all of those middlemen. Remember this, because one day I will be proud.
How did you...
Leaving the court with a modest sum. I traveled a lot, spending time in various countries, and when I learned that l'Empereur Charles, that great friend of France, had built the magnificent city of Prague in Bohème, I had to...
So people in foreign countries speak highly of Prague?
Bien sûr. It was abroad. I bought the abandoned Miskowitz estate, and for a time I settled here to provide for myself and wait for King Wenceslas, whom I wished to serve. But even here fate did not... For how better to make King Wenceslas? Victory was assured, but the burghers had other ideas. The city was handed over to the enemy, and I was stripped of my possessions. I languished in captivity. And...
Sir Vaclin...
Where do you think? Here, perhaps I have already mentioned that I am guided by Providence. I can communicate almost everywhere in a word, and learn every new tongue in a trice. I now speak French, German, Italian, Latin, Hungarian, and Czech. Some English, though that is only a necessary evil.
Thanks for What do you think?
Well, I cannot say I expected to end up in this kind of company, but a man must accept his...
What do you think of Zizka?
Le Chevalier Jan? Well, he's not doing badly for a minor nobleman, but I think he will never be accepted among the higher nobles. That takes a lot more.
How do you get on with Sir Hans?
Oh, young Lord Chapon may be inexperienced and hot-headed at times, but he's one of the few here who knows how to play chess. And I have a great respect for chess players. Needless to say, he has not managed to beat me yet. Godwin and Zizka can also play. And that devil in press clothing beat me. Merde.
What do you think of...
Le diable sec.
You think so?
My instinct rarely...
Have you met God?
The priest who is very skilled with a sword. Priests should not be such good swordsmen. That is what knights like me are for. In addition, he can play chess just as... And in drinking wine, he beats even the best Frenchmen. A man of talents.
I can't get Catherine out of my... I'm sure you have more experience of love than me.
You're right. But for my tastes, Mademoiselle Catherine is of somewhat age vintage. Though, I have to admit she's the...
That's not really what I meant.
Là est la question. I had the feeling something terrible.
So do I.
I have no idea. But she is fond of you, if you ask me.
Oh, come on.
I am a good judge of people.
Have you had the chance to meet my...
Samuel. It is strange that he joined your... I mean...
Are the clothes for...
I'd like to tell you something.
What is it?
La tua bellezza mi abbalia.
Impressive. That sounded really good.
Thanks. I could hardly get it past my lips.
Ah, but you did. You better not look at me too much. At least go into the court blinded by my beauty.
Damn it, woman. You speak Italian. Is there something you can't do?
Maybe resist handsome men who are skilled with the sword and can recite Italian phrases?
Brabant said...
Everything is ready in that chest. I've tried to patch them up and wash the worst stains out. But you can still tell the fate of their previous owner. Too bad. You might impress the guard.
Maybe I'll get shot between the ribs.
True enough. In that case, you better avoid their...
I'll do my best. Let's hope it turns out well.
I'll be thinking of you all. I mean, especially you. Take care of yourself.
Sit down.
Could you teach?
Of course, but I can't write.
Hey, listen to what Brabant... La tua belle...
Nice.
It's supposed to mean you look good.
You mean in these clothes? Well...
This is how you're preparing for the camp?
Aye. This whole business has got me shook up. I'm kitted out like a jester, and on top of that, I have to... Such a stupid way to lose the legate. I'd like to wring that Polish idiot's neck.
Well, you'll mostly be speaking Latin at the meeting.
Aye. But as you heard, I'm not very good at it while sober. Let's hope they have enough wine at that meeting.
How's the Italian?
A bit better now. Brabant taught me some. But I'll need booze to help me get through the rest. I hope it'll be enough to convince that
Janos Uher could help you. He's entertaining even when he's not talking.
Him? If I know him, he'll be gorging or until someone...
Can we leave?
Oh well.
Lead on. Godwin, from now on, only speak Italian. Got it? Remember, you're a cardinal. Nice and... dignified, no sudden moves, and be nice to people. I'm sure the local merchants wouldn't mind if such a rare visitor... Bought something from them.
Capisco, mio fedele servitore.
Excellent. Let's go then. Fatta la legge e trovato l'inganno.
Bene. O mangi la minestra o salti dalla finestra.
Vedo che la mia lezione vi ha fatto bene.
Signores, signore, senti? Italiano? Cardinal!
Welcome to Gutenberg.
Vaffanculo, imbecille! Non ho il tempo. God bless.
What did he say?
Signore, signore, welcome to Gutenberg.
Tutto di buono. Grazie.
What a grand fella.
Ave.
Avete, vos etiam, illustres domini, sum Hieronymus Nast, hodiernum conventum egregium constituo cutne antique civium concili iuso.
Ave, meaide Gianni Unger, dis cardinal legate Lorenzo Pozzo, excusing my language.
Bene, bene. Non necesse est ut te intendas.
Tempus non perdamus.
Ad libitum. Domini inseque menime. Manete. Insolitum. Te... Alecunde te novi. Haven't we met somewhere?
Hic credes. Enrico talam benignam faciam habet. Non primum creditur eum novice. Roma nunquam egressus est. Certe hernice? Certe Romanus superbus est?
Sì. Fatta la legge, trovato l'inganno.
Vero.
I could have sworn that somewhere. Nihil refert. Introveniamus, Domini. Exe aula italica. Utinam vos sonitus non turbaret. Signatoris ad hunc laborem hodiernum non perfetsurunt. Moc sfinient et tranquillitatem habebimus. Aula italica est moneta media finium bohemicorum. Tantum eoloco grossum verum licet godere. In fabricis cornos dexteri aulae, bacula argentia feriuntur. Ex quo numi cudantur.
Quo nos portas?
In arium insedibus. Te omnes manent. Avidi sunt ut te videant. Hec acta valde magna sunt. Yes, but keep it brief, would you? What are the lords complaining about this time?
What do you think? They are worried they will not be getting any sleep again.
They can rest easy. This is a church council, not some villager's boozer.
It had better be.
Listen, Chaba. It's nice you care so much about their comfort, but you're weeping over the wrong grave. I'll have some more wine sent to them. Maybe it'll dull their senses and they'll sleep like stones. Will that be enough?
We will see. Neither you nor the steward have to listen to their whining all the time.
De mora me excuso. Exe Chaba Molnar. Dicitur eum virum validissimum ex regno Hungaria esse. Hoc tempore hic. Unum munus facit. Set non moremus. Pergamus. Etse preghaus. Hic grossa cuduntur. Si vultis. In ordine vos ad portavo et unum proprium cudere poteritis. Aliquiste convenire cupit domine cardinalis. Etse imperator custodum aule Italice Iosifus Cabrini, verus Italicus.
Benvenuto fra di noi, Sua Eminenza, Cardinal Pozzo. Non vedevo l'ora di fare la conoscenza di un compaesano.
Salve! Che sorpresa! Come sei finito a Kutnahora, mio caro?
Da bambino il mio papà era tagliapietre al cantiere. La mia mamma e i miei fratelli sono tornati a Napoli e io sono rimasto qui.
Perché sei rimasto?
Vi deve essere chiaro perché. Mi sono trovato una donna.
Quanti sentinelle comandi?
Ne abbiamo 17 in totale. No, adesso 16, scusatemi. Ho dimenticato completamente che Venda è andato a lavorare in cucina. Peccato! Venda se la cava benissimo in tutte le lotte. Ma non importa. Abbiamo solo una vita e dobbiamo perseguire i nostri sogni.
Ti piace la vita a Kutnahora?
Non mi lamento. Mi ci sono abituato da quando sono venuto qua. Tranne l'inverno e il cibo strano. Per fortuna mia moglie ha imparato a cucinare come da noi. È una cuoca eccellente.
Piacere.
È stato un onore, Eminenza.
Bene. Posso
E amo.
Excellent.
Yes?
The Cardinal and his aide are coming with me to the hall. See to it their retinue...
As you wish.
In sequem... Eos Eminentia Cardinales Pozzo.
Mihi excusate morum, cum gaudio do tibe in abatia nostra sed lice hospitium sed circumstantia difficilis sicut.
Tue emensia. Fraternitas Christi corporis ecclesiam sanctae Barbarae edificat ad moiarem Dei gloriam. Postnustat toto urbs.
Et veritatem non vult accepere, sed lice monastarii gratia mons cutnam magnus est.
Sancta Barbara, patrona frassorum.
Eternitas tua imperamentum est, in communi ad diem. Nobis non est opus areo templo. Consentisne mihi cardinales.
Venite, sodales cari. Puto melius esse primo bibere. Audivi vos habere in orbe viniam.
Ne gravibus loquamur ne incaramus in mundanas voluptatis. Recte arbitratus sum contentionum vestram nullum eventum habuisse.
Incommode ita est. Pars contraria non vult ex proposito sua exire, quod inter nos discordium seminavit.
Monasterium non vult mente comprehendere, credentes novum templum habere vele. Donationes in proximis annis clare ostendunt urbem sodelitati. Pnevitiae et sanctae Barbarae suffragari.
Sed nova tempora sunt. Rex sigus mundus declarevit se statum sed lici et malini sostenere.
Dic nobis cardinalis, kve...
Papa resolutus non est. Idio hic sum ut...
Bene. Discora...
Temporis satis hab...
Colec vere cum ambabus discordiae partibus et cogitate opinionibus tuis. Tempus habes, ute omnibus rebus bene cogitatus sis. Cum resolutos eris, fac septiorem adjuvetorem tuum, et fac sermonem finalem in quo decretum tuum nunciabis.
Intelligo facile non erit. Opus est omnia bene, loqui, colloqui, discurrere.
Bene te habes, cardinales?
Ego potio egio fauces sica est.
Signor Cardinale?
Well, it may come as a surprise to you, but we do hear its echoes loud enough.
At least there are no soldiers in... your backyard.
True enough. But I hear refugees' stories every day.
Cosa vuoi?
We must help Henry.
The best way to help them is not to give our...
I say nothing. It's up to you.
I'll have to help it.
I get it. We lucky we got a lot of...
I won't.
And I see that fella who bring us here. He watch you close.
Christ, you're making me even...
Easy, Kamashko. And I have...
Hello.
How you talk about wine supply, Janos think, hey? I ask for more. I send guards to town, they gone. Our people not have to fight with them.
They call him Alphabet.
No.
Loquere possumus. Cardinales. Queso?
Maybe he's hard of hearing?
Very poorly.
Domini, quid vultus?
Dominus...
I hope he'll understand you. You can't speak proper Latin even when drunk.
You don't even know your dico dixeres.
Mons cutna magno peri puchera urbs est. Vere gemma.
Verbum tuum nos gaudio implet.
What does he say about Kuttenberg?
He likes it.
Well, that's good, eh?
They've already drunk half the vineyard on the town's bill, so he could spend some
Hic esse multi venditores
Nihil notandi anima.
incommodum.
I'll gladly sell him something. Maybe some wine.
Aye. Make him pay through the nose.
Sire velum de hoc.
Magnum honor et.
Tell him what we want.
Just keep it
Non edificare templum sancta Barbara pro urbs malum magnum est. Eius sanctitas intelligere, quod metallici, incolas urbs et vulgus mons cutna vele proprium...
Tell him the abbot's a more...
Come on now, Vence.
Abbatis Johannes durus et non seder.
Here's an even bigger moron, old alphabet.
Itaque nos sperare...
Sire velum quomodo totam remor.
Id clarus est. Novum templum cum sodalitatis, et eius conditoris non potesses sed leciniti.
Intelligo.
What was he saying?
He wanted to know how we would handle it, so I told him.
Well done, Polner.
Let's hope he takes it to heart.
Viditur conventus auctoritatem propter numerum custodum cognoscere. Expectatis ne hic alique mala eventa futura esse.
Tantum custodes honor.
Nolite vos turbare. Sed mi fortasse eorum maior numerus est?
I understood him. He wants more guards.
A bit of a chicken, is he? On the other hand, I've seen one church fight before, and it wasn't pretty.
Non est problema. Posteat se...
Valete, Domini.
Nobis honor...
I still think no decision will be reached today.
Expects that.
Salve.
Cardinalis Pozzo.
Sane.
Sigismundus Albicus.
Certe.
Patavi nos insidimus. De jure canonico discuristi.
Ibi multi homines erant. Itaque...
Sed inter nos dan aliam fatiam habes. Guards! God be with you.
Hey, Signor Cardinale?
Well...
Cosa vuoi?
We must...
The best way to help them.
I'll
have to help them.
I get it.
I will...
And that... And that...
True enough. Allora.
How you talk about wine supply, Janos think, hey? I send guards to town, they gone. Our people not help to fight.
Cardinales, loquere possumus.
Come here.
Don't make...
You don't...
Skiri...
He's maybe...
Shut that up. Non edifica eus...
Tell him the abbot's...
Come on.
Abbatis...
Hares and...
Ita... Cum... De...
Did he even
I don't know.
Doesn't look like it.
Are you still getting into fights with the
Signor
farmers?
Cardinale?
Not anymore. It's inappropriate for a priest.
I'm glad to hear you gave it up.
Cosa vuoi?
We must help Henry and others some way.
The best way to help them is not to give ourselves away.
I say nothing.
I won't.
And that is... And that...
Allora.
How I say... Bad idea.
No, I could say two.
Cardinales...
Domini.
You don't even...
Sire...
Magnum honor est, ut tu quid nos putare.
Tell him what we want.
Just...
Non eus...
Tell him.
Come on now.
Abbat...
Hares...
Sire...
Id...
What?
He wants...
Well done.
Let's...
Vi expect... Nolite for ta...
A bit of it?
No poste...
Mons...
Ver... What does he like?
Well, that's good.
Hic...
Nihil...
In...
Aye.
Val...
No...
He cannot.
Christiane.
Latinum mea, so let's talk in our own language.
We should help Henry and the others somehow.
I have. If you showed even the slightest concern about your safety, the watch would be reinforced. That means less guards in the court.
You could see to that?
Not I. Jerome Naz is in charge of all that today. Knowing him, I'm sure he won't...
Janos had this idea that I should send the guards for wine.
That never occurred to me. Besides, Naz will be happy about it. Most of the vineyards belong to him, and also the legate, that is, the real legate, spent some time at his vineyards, so it'll look convincing.
There's no servants.
Well, I offered to find someone for Naz, but he kept saying someone named Franta Kuldan. He didn't. So what? The prelates can serve them if you can do it.
Can you tell me?
You've met the abbot and the parish priest of Penuitz. They're the leaders of the two rival factions. The Malene parish priest is on the abbot's side. He's a friend of the Archbishop of Prague. Then, we've got here the four most important Kuttenberg patricians who joined Sigismund's side at the opportune moment. Jerome Naz set up the meeting. The others, Albik of Unichov is here to represent the Prague Archbishopric. He's King Wenceslas's personal physician, and that dark foreigner is Musa of Mali, from Sigismund's court.
What's your view of the church?
It's a simple matter of those from... On the other hand, my brother... So you'll... Hang in there.
Something like this. Why is von Bergov's face long drawn? He rots in jail, and the
Still,
cannon...
it's very rude to go over our heads like that.
It seems that backed with...
They don't even realize they're mere pawns at the games of the local lords.
The vision of wealth and power has clouded many a mind.
Here, here.
Fratres in...
Vestra...
Laudato ei...
Ad libitum, eminentia. Magis auctoritatem monasteri et clerici.
Itaque, volumus inter...
Sed letium auctoritatem sua...
Principale templum Montis Cutine Sancta Barbara...
Intelligo, perfecte.
Gap...
Potesni mihi explanare qui concilio certior factus sum de funda...
Ad libitum, contrari nostri hic...
Communicatio cum eis difficilis, cum bobus, obstinati in...
Et per illustris Dominus Albicus ex Venesova adest. Qui loco archiepiscopatum
Magna cognita, sed for
etiam ades peregrinus, discipulus ex
necfe ego sio. Dicunt eum bene bohemice loqui, sed cum eo locu
etiam ad sunt in cole locales. Hi probabiliter nos sustinunt.
Deus iudex noster
Veritatem dictis, frater. In via nostra fortunati esse debimus, differentias superare, sic nos dicit Christus.
Consentio. Amen, cardinales.
Amen.
Valete.
Post multos anno
Domine,
Quid vis?
Deis
Ita?
non possunt plus esse. In nunquam si...
It corab. Franta! Go and get 2 more men in here!
Hoc vinum...
Gaudio id...
Tasni unum vel duo vasa sumeri potestis. Papa vinum amat. Quis non amat.
Certe. Legatum in Salem vinarium mito. Vinum accipiet eos sanctitas optimum. Milda! Find Joseph and tell him to send someone to get more wine. Take a barrow and bring me 3 kegs.
Inusitatum est...
Multum doleo. Silet set adesse.
Sed non ad est.
Debuit advenire 4. Promesit id arsaciorem esse.
Accident.
Damn that Franta cool down.
Quid dix...
Nihil. Excuse me de incommoditate. Uterque autem sic...
Introduces ni...
Magnus iam novisti. A personam archiepiscopatus pragensis geret Dominus Albicus. Quoque Domini Andreas Polner, Franciscus Rosenthal, non nulli conditores advenir, et alii in turi palazzi clausi sunt.
Ave.
Dominus,
E allora? Qualcosa...
You can say, hey, good food. Hey, cook gone?
That makes sense.
But first taste some food. So you do.
Cibus speciem dexterum viri qui...
Bene. Eum tonda! Go and bring...
Administrator...
Quid vele?
It occurred to you.
There's an idea. It'll be a...
Hai un altro...
I can. I see you made some deep...
Domini...
Estre.
Laudetur.
Ad sepe audimus.
Infeliciter ita
Ite sub semine lucenti. Hoc
crimina fraudes octis id eventus factorum sodalitatis quam plus tenet volumen numorum quam bonum eos paretia norum.
paucum tempus hic sum.
Certo. Como?
Sire velem que...
Bene.
Prostus sim
Rogamus ut monasterio et paritiae malane.
Precipuum ios baptim.
Sodalitas est dissolvenda. Eis templus ante papale deruent.
Traditione sustenemus. Non
Potestis ne Paulum explanare.
Monasterio nostra condito, mons cudna administra vincula inter monasterium et in colas urbanos. Non fuis e semper excellens.
Paretia malinensis propter famam apprentices et principales patres ecclesiae ex toto rec...
Sed cum reditus et pretium desierunt e a partire.
Novum templum extra orbem stuere ceperunt, in solo quod clerit si parotialis...
Antecessor meus id non permisit.
Quam hodie cum auxilio auctoritatis datet...
Conabor. Sen sub iure canonico autem pro...
De hoc
Credemus fabricatione edificatione...
de corruptella locuti sunt in statibus altissimus. Hoc concilium agnoscere non possumus.
Dominus...
Et tecum.
Magister.
Tua eminentia.
Musa es ex...
Adducet.
Audivi in...
Ita infelicita. Felicita casus minus difficultatum officit, sed vetus costas trans... Sincero dic.
Sili sed cum eru...
How dubia bene...
Audivi suspicatum esse...
Quid? Nemo. Quis tibi dix?
Audivi id.
Certesio.
Netio. For inter homin...
Nescio cur in mentem non...
Cures...
Christianus non sum. Tenet me strectur ad vitsum...
Non...
Gaudeo.
Gaudi...
Gestem et presetere postea in venatias et sultani...
Omnia magnifica sunt.
Benedictis, cardinal.
Potestim...
Gaudeo tes monastarium sed Latianum sed lesium ad hoc tempus meliorem Paretia Penevinciana Sancta Barbara edificatione ex aerum auctoritate alla id non accidet. Tantum sent
Prudens videtur.
Libenter.
Abiret...
Intellego.
Ah, putut...
Bow, you cretin.
Your Holiness.
Bene laboravisti. In mensa papale tale ingenium omnes vident.
It's a compliment. He says the Pope himself would appreciate your cooking.
Many thanks, sir. May I...
Gratias tibi agit eminens. Cardinalis?
Putu omnia magnifica esse, ob ovo usque ad mala.
From the egg to the apple. It's a saying.
Even the roast?
When he says everything, he means everything.
Potesti mihi dicere quo modo...
He wants to know the rep.
I salted the meat plenty, on all sides, and then marinated it in wine with herbs, dill, cumin, coriander, passed for 1 whole day. And then I roasted it over the fire, catching the juices and spreading them over the meat again until it got golden. I made the sauce from the leftover marinade, boiled it in a kettle and thickened it with flour. But be careful, sparingly with the flour.
Wait, stop! I can't translate all this. Tibi omnia scribent.
Magnificum, cum revertor, mox sanctus pater cum delectatione edit et...
Tantus, honor.
What did he say?
Make a bow, you oaf.
Sir?
Gaudeo me...
He's pleased to meet you.
Thank you kindly, sir.
De novo gratias magnas agit.
Intellexe. Vir conc vini peritus vinum exquisitum nobiscum potare potest. Et apud nos morare potest quam juvult. Opus eos opus divinum est.
Oh, All right. Go and pour yourself a cup. You did well. But no mucking around. Finish your drink and get back...
I'll drink to your health, my lord. Thank you. Finally, some appreciation, Venda. Finally. And now wash it down. Fast.
Shall we get going?
Get started once you are ready.
You're the one who should be...
Yeah.
Worthies, be quiet all, please. You all been waiting for this moment. Now will be decision. Let us hear words of legate sent by Him Holiness Pope Bonifacia, Him Eminence Cardinal Lorenzo Pozzo.
Domine Abbas, Patres Ecclesiastici, Domini incole urbis, hodie convenimus in splendido congressu, ut problema grave persolvamus, cuius est administratio spiritualis urbis, et quis fundationem edificationes templi sancte Barbara dicate curabit, commendato sancto patre legato sum, ut sententias vestras audiam et discordias ad secula seculorum persolvam, cum ambabus partibus locut. Ad monasteris et Letiani et clerici paretiales edis marinensis situm inclino, eis traditio est, experientia multorum annorum, et fortia vincula cum archiepiscopato pragensi, certe urbis administrationem spiritualem curabunt quam imperita sodalitas.
Imperita? Ibs papa nobis ius baptismale et funerarium commendavit.
Ad tempus, et ud ex ore cardinalis audis, tempus finitum est.
Audiamus verba vestra.
Audite nunc concilium meum quod fiducia pape Bonifaci sustenetur. Donationes urbanas, ecclesiasticas, tantum monasterium sed Letianum et clerici paretiales edes marinensis administrabunt, sodalitas dissolvenda. Et clerici paretiales edes Benevitiana, pars clerici paretiales edis marinenses sit.
Possibile non est. Visne nos dissolvere, sic tantum post multos annos pugnarum et passiones, quos sodalitas habuit. Talia acta neque nos, neque in cole montis cudna nolumus, vos reverentia egere demonstratis. De eo considera, queso.
Placatus sis, pater Conrade. Intelligo te turbatum esse, sed preteribit. Credite me de concilio meo conscientia mea considerare vele, iter quod vobis determinavi rectum est. Ad postremum omnes fines nova initia sunt.
Exacte.
Sed it in justum est.
Vita non semper justa est. Nihil hominus. Concilium Domini Cardinalis justum est.
Non nullis.
Asvesse ei, finis concili est. Gloria in excelsis Deo.
Finally, after all these years, things will hopefully be all right again.
I wasn't expecting that.
Me neither.
I told you.
So it seems Kuttenberg is back in our hands, Father.
We'll never let it slip away again.
What will happen now?
Can't we appeal?
To whom? You've heard the word of the Holy Father.
Hail Pope Boniface! Ter Gloria!
We'll meet next week to write down all the details. It's time to forget our old grievances. Sedlitz will make Kuttenberg great again.
We lost. What can we do?
It's unfortunate, but that's the way it is.
Oh, that's settled then. The rest is up to you, Henry.
Avete tutto, signori?
Sì, bella moia.
Does everybody know their part?
Let's go through it.
I'll take care of the East Gate and the guards around it. Vakalin will get rid of the guard at the West Gate.
You may count on me.
Ada will get us some tools from the smithy so we can make a hole through into the corridor.
Jastas brava.
And you, Henry, will take care of the patrols in the courtyard and on the inner walls. But listen, everybody. We're supposed to stay in the kitchen until the council is over. So try to make sure the guards don't see you too soon. Keep it quiet. When this is all over, we'll meet by the well. Understood?
Could you repeat?
From the top, then. Me, Eastgate. Brabant, Westgate. Ada, tools. You, courtyard and battle. And be careful not to... Then we'll all...
Got it.
I noticed that...
Understood.
Agreed, then. I overheard some of the guards leaving their posts on account of that... So, Godwin's doing his bit. Let's go.